Greetings, fellow zombie survivors, and welcome back to more Terminus, and to a little bit of a different episode. Instead of just keeping you along for the ride, I'm going to give you quick recaps at the end of each day on what we achieved, or, unless there's something extraordinary happening, because at this point it's really just about keeping the generator fueled and keeping enough zombie heads coming so this machine is running. So, yeah. The last day was really just spent here at the research center. I went to the car, killed a bunch of zombies that were up there, then brought all the heads down here while Ava was then checking the remaining room upstairs that we never searched, and we actually found 2 batteries there. And with the wires we had in the car, we're actually now in the process of upgrading this thing yet another time. To a production rate of 3. Although at this point, I think the production rate is not so much the problem, but more the steady supply of zombie heads. Yeah, let's grab that. I also had another look at our food supplies, and we probably have easily still enough food for like 5 more days. And also water for that time. So that's not really a priority. And with various soft drinks and other stuff. Status beaker is full. Well, this can only hold 15. Oh god. Take that. Alright, 28%. What's that? Just set your workflows almost worn out. So drop these 4 point something percent. Drop these. Oh, okay. And that's still 80%. Wonderful. So we haven't used this in ages. Yeah, alright. I'm constantly running around with too much weight on everybody. I really need to drop some stuff here. I also did plant the flag outside, so there's now the base +1 on AP, and I always thought that had some other effects. No, it doesn't. Alright, so this is now producing at a rate of 3 power, but it still takes 1 head for 1 antigen. So, quick math. We have 20 in here, 28 in there, so we need 52 more zombie heads. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit grindy. I don't even think, like, I was so concerned about the generator and having to constantly go to the gas station, refuel this so it can run, but no, I'm not even concerned about this anymore. It's really just about getting ahead. Alright, I'm gonna spend the night here, and then tomorrow we're probably just gonna head out, I don't know, to the closest location where we can kill some zombies. Maybe here the pharmacy. Well, it says that is visited. Just go to the... Yeah, that's... I mean, we don't need necessarily groceries, but we can go to the grocery store. There should be a decent amount of zombies here next to the dangerous place. Can pick up some food in the process. Why not? Yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. All right, I'll be back with you with a summary of that. All right, quick update from the grocery store as I'm here about to loot the place, killed a few zombies, and got a little bit ahead. And we found a car here in working condition, and I've never seen a car with this good of a ratio of max fuel to fuel economy. So usually most cars, like ours, 16 max fuel, 1.6 economy, 10 tiles that you can drive. That's for most cars, that was the limit always that I've seen, that I've come across so far. But this here with 14 and 1.1, that means you can drive 12. Yeah, 12 tiles on a single load. And then, of course, the better fuel economy also means every gas can you carry is worth that much more. And it only has a slightly smaller storage space than this. So I think we're gonna just bring both cars back home, because that also came loaded with almost 6 fuel. So that's kinda neat. All right, I'm gonna go looting, and I'll update you at the end of the day here. Right, this is our haul for the day. About 20 zombie heads. I think we had 2 left in the machine here, which, gets us 22, 46, 68. If only we had gotten one more. That would have been nice. So I guess if we keep that kind of rate of head production up, we can get ahead of the curve, and 2 or 3 more days of head hunting, and we should be there. Although we're kind of running a little bit low on fuel, so at least one more trip to the gas station is going to be required. But that's not a big problem, right? That's just 2 pops away, and then we can probably hit up just a restaurant or something up here to kill a few more zombies. It's really just about killing zombies, getting their heads, and it's taken significantly longer with the killing, simply because it takes more attacks to destroy both the body and the legs of the zombie in order to kill them. But yeah, we're gonna just try to keep our energy, try to keep our morale topped up, work with our food and hydration, but it all seems like we're very well stocked on stuff, so that's all not a big problem. Alright, turn you on. And we're just gonna chill, and tomorrow we're gonna hit up the gas station, refuel our gas reserves, and try to get more zombie heads. And another quick update at the end of the next day. So the restaurant was rather uneventful. We only got 11 heads on that day, and most of them actually here at the research center from zombies that wandered in overnight. So the restaurant was rather empty. What it was good for, though, is a whole bunch of booze, beer, wine, keeping our morale up as we're running out of books to read to keep the morale up, and a little bit of food. So again, food is not a concern just yet. Probably still easily another 5 or 6 days left, and if we even get 10 heads a day, that is more than enough than what we need. So with the 11, we should now be at 79 once this is processed. We also hit up the gas station, of course, so this can be refueled again. We can totally drop off all the... well, actually the empty gas can. We don't need to refuel them ever again. Just keep that here. Drop the antigens from last night in. And I also need to turn this on. And what I forgot last time, I actually need to turn this back on. It doesn't just automatically restart once it has power again. But yeah, that's that is that. Oh, I didn't even remember I had alcohol preference. That's even better for you. Yeah, that completely negates any morale concern I might have had. And yeah, mostly I'm just sitting here and spacing through the night. There's not much I can do. I could, of course, min-max and do some tailoring. I just really, like, as much as I enjoy the game, I think this is a little bit too grindy, and I just really want to get it over with. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, 2 more hours. Beaker is full. That is idle. turn it off. We can turn this off. And yeah, we're at 79%. It's done. I'm just out of curiosity, even though I'm wasting fuel. Ingredients and insufficient. Yeah, no. I'm always slightly hoping that maybe it's not necessary to have 100%. Maybe 75 is enough. Maybe 50 is enough. Maybe no. It's got to be the full number. So yeah, I'm just gonna pass through another night, and tomorrow I wish the blockages weren't here, so we could just hit up the gun shop. I guess we can just drive around. That's a little bit more fuel, but if there's one thing we have plenty of, it's fuel, especially with that new car and its amazing fuel efficiency. So yeah, I might just hit up the gun shop tomorrow. And I'll bring you back in when something extraordinary happens, or, you know, at the end of the next day. Let's see. A quick update from the front lines here at the gun store. We had to kill 10 zombies in this area, so not too crazy, and also I think like 3 or 4 were back at the research center that wandered in overnight, so, you know, another 14 or so zombies total. What I found interesting though is here on the ground there's a fire starter, which is an item that one of the fortified houses we came across requested. I was wondering all the time, are they just looking for a generic fire starting item like a lighter, or no, it's a specific item called a fire starter, which is like a metal version of a flint and tinder kind of thing. And yeah, that would have been very specific and hard to find, and yeah, we found it now, but I'm not gonna go back and give that to them. That's not a trouble we're gonna do. But yeah, gun store is looted up. And it doesn't take the full day to loot a place with 2 people, obviously. The main issue is often that just the zombie heads have quite a weight and always are slowing us down significantly on the movement front. So I hit up the store, grapple, get like 10, 12 heads, and then have to carry them all the way back into the basement. So yeah, that's gonna take the rest of today. And yeah, further updates as I get them. Alright, we actually had a couple more zombies waiting for us as we were driving back into the research center, so we're now at 20 heads in the facility, 79% in the antigen tank, so we're gonna end up at 99%. Lovely. Couldn't have timed it any better. So I guess probably in the morning we can maybe I'll even head out during the night time, see if I can get a wandering zombie somewhere, just to get that last percentage. Shouldn't be too wild. And I do have 5 more charges here on the lantern. Yeah, I think I'll head a little bit out. Shouldn't be too difficult to find a single zombie up there. But that final head, all about getting ahead. Yeah, it's the head game that's here relevant. Anyway, you are gonna wait down here, I think, and bring the antigens that are getting ready into this thing and keep this thing topped off, and I was just gonna go hunt zombies. And see how that goes. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna keep you here. That's we're this close to the end now, I feel. Let's just turn on the lantern and go outside. There's absolutely nobody here. Feel like I saw, like, I kind of ignored the zombie here on the north side of the a house earlier. So maybe that's gonna be relevant here. Wait. Oh, forgot to turn this on. God damn it. Every single time. Okay. Over here. Use the lantern one more time. No, my friends. Not you. Didn't even get a sprain. Yeah, I'm not even gonna check downstairs what the situation is, because it's only been running for 3 hours, so should just be... Six, no, it's only been running for 2 hours actually. Alright, 6 plus 15, that's 21, that's exactly what we need. Keep this thing topped off. And you go in position here. Ah, someone upstairs is somewhere banging on a window. Don't care. Don't care. We're gonna be immune in a minute. Right. 12. Put him in there. 91. Let's go. One, two, and power number 3. Status idle. Activate synthesizer. Yes. Are you sure? Why is it asking me if I'm sure? I don't know. I didn't build the machine. Activate. Student untouched. Vaccine pioneer. Achievements galore. Fancy. You have completed the vaccine. Humanity's resurgence begins with you. 44 days, 20 hours. 54 locations visited. 557 zombie skills. Survival score of 1154. Oh, it even shows you all the locations you visited. Yeah. 22% of our APs we used were spent on reading books. I don't know how that could happen. Wait, didn't it say something like 500 zombies killed and now it's showing us like 800? I don't know. Indians 20? Base is 8. Yeah, not sure what it's counting here. 20 companions? That would be really tedious to control 20 companions in a run. Alright, proceed. Alright, this is the total number of survivors across all runs. Added the student to my survivors occupations. Got fire officer, chef, construction. I don't know what the other one was there. And there's still 3 endings I haven't done yet. So this is the standard Terminus ending. This is ending escaping with a boat, escaping with a helicopter, searching the vaccine. Then I think the other ones are joining a fortified house. Or score the twice of the boat ending. And then the final ending is I think this one is putting a flag basically at every location in the game, making every location your base. Minutes. Put me up. It's me up to level 19 zombie hunter. Where? Oh, no. If I click on this, yes, then I will. You get all the achievements that you earned or haven't earned, and then if we go down here, yes, helicopter escape is another achievement to end the game. United we stand, join a fortified house, and city survivor. Reclaim the city by setting up bases in all possible places. Which I'm just gonna assume, like every single tile except for dangerous places. Not sure if you can make railroads your base. City explore. Visit all locations in a single game. Yeah, that's a lot of achievements to earn. 1,000 zombies in a single game. Maybe we should have just stayed a little bit longer. So I have 2 companions. Of 10 or more zombies while wearing a gut poncho. I never tried these zombie camouflage tactics. Interesting to see how these work. But yeah, that is Terminus Zombie Survivor. We finished actually developing a vaccine for the zombie virus. We saved humanity, pretty much. Reached Terminus within 5 days. So I don't think I'm gonna immediately go into another recorded run here. I think as a first impression of the game, that was a pretty long run, but I had a ton of fun, except for the grind at the end was a little bit, you know, it could have been 2% of the anti-gens per head. That would have cut down already significantly. A lot more professions out there to try. I think student seems really overpowered, or really strong. Overpowered is such a bad word. It seems really strong, like being able to get all your stats maxed out, all your skills maxed out, and just by rereading the books gives you a lot of flexibility. Also takes a lot of time to read all of that. Oh, and I still haven't got the achievement to die for the first time. Would have gotten that in PZ in the first 5 minutes. So yeah. There are, of course, in the game settings, higher difficulty levels. So we've only been playing on hard, on normal, sorry, and hard is then scary resources, stronger zombies, more zombies, and an overwhelming number of strong zombies. And then there's also different scenarios you can play. So we've always been playing Sanctuary. There's an out-of-stock scenario. 90% of the furniture in special places except for houses is empty. Most door and windows in special places have been broken. Items found in houses have been increased by 10%. So I guess everybody looted everything already, and you can only find stuff in houses, no longer like in special stores, which I think will make looting a whole lot harder. Then the crowd scenario, dangerous places have tripled. So instead of 3 dangerous places, you have 9, I'm assuming. Unless it's just the amount of zombies pouring out of dangerous places that has tripled. Frozen zombies. Starting temperature decreases by 20 degrees Celsius. Starts with accumulated snow, and snow becomes more often. Zombies attack and action power becomes... Okay, so the zombies are weaker, but the environment is gonna slowly kill you if you're not able to find enough clothing and heat yourself up on a fire. Or near a fire, rather. That's gonna be really hard. You're gonna need some temperature tolerance with that one, that's for sure. And then you can also make some modification in sandbox settings. So I always have this disabled, but you can really modify the game to your liking, right? Set up the various loot levels, character progression, reading speed, experience gain, crafting speed, all this good stuff. Man, is there a slider for clothing degradation? Unfortunately not. Spoilage rate, yeah, you know, that would be the one thing I would like to have added. Let me have a slider for clothing degradation, and then I can turn it all the way down, because man, there's nothing quite as tedious as doing tailoring and fix all your clothing every 3 days. Alright, one thing I quickly want to check here. If I were to take another soldier. Now that I have more points and higher level, any fancy new traits that I couldn't get before? Missing like a little bit for the 20-point traits. All starts. Start with all starts increased by 1. Start with occupation's unique level 3 perk. Ooh. Max AP increased by 10? What? Okay, there's some good traits here. Find an additional item when searching, like always. Preparation, plenty of supplies at starting place. Materials when recycling. That's definitely start with 2 companions. Oh man, that is some micromanagement you have to do. Increase the max level of the occupation's unique perk by 1. Interesting. Also to know in advance what items can be found when searching. Just gonna have a final look here. Oh, and jewels and bullets on the ground. A final look. What kind of stuff you can get here? Definitely some interesting perk points. Of course, the other perks, they're only positive perks, right? So the more perks you unlock over time, the easier it gets. But you can also then increase the difficulty with the standard difficulty settings or tweak your settings. A lot of customization, which I always like in a game. And yeah, definitely some interesting classes here. I wonder, you know, with the perk that gives me, what was it, like a 4th rank? And then what would it do for martial artist if he already has on level 3 100% chance to counterattack? I guess you just don't take it at that point. That would be an interesting kind of playstyle here with a martial artist. Not attacking yourself, but always just, you know, leaving some leftover AP, activating full focus dodge, and then using counterattack to kill the zombies. Never tried this, if that actually works that way. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna put a cut in here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series, and stay tuned for more, I'm just gonna say, zombie-related content coming here in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.